260 laps stand ahead of the drivers of the NTT INDYCAR Series here in St. Louis as day turns to night, as the lights will turn on some way through this race. We await to see if Chevy or Penske can turn the tide and take victory away from Honda, from Ganassi, from Andretti. But as we roll through the final corner and as we roll to green here at Gateway in St. Louis, we are racing, and Will Power has a good start, has the lead from his teammate McLaughlin. Malukas takes the move already and takes third from Pato O'Ward.
Close running there between Newgarden and Colton Herta. Now side by side, Malukas up into second place, and now he's pressuring Power for the lead.
Malukas on the inside. Malukas will have the lead. End of lap one. David Malukas getting it done early, and if you want a sign of intent, that is it right there from Little Dave.
Not so fast as Will Power comes back and takes a look, but decides to tuck in. Remember, these two crashed right here last year, battling for position, but Malukas, maybe a bit of payback with that move, getting forceful early. He looks strong.
David Malukas then will lead the field, will take them back to green. As we pull through the final corner and down the start-finish stretch, we are green, we are racing once again. Keep your eyes out for that purple car of Connor Daly, who was on the move before, as Scott McLaughlin has a look at Will Power up ahead, and we're 2 wide, 3 wide as Alexander Rossi has a look on the inside.
That yellow and black car is Colton Herta getting aggressive, and all of a sudden Connor Daly pops out and makes a move on Marcus Armstrong. Connor Daly now up 9 positions in 6th place. What a run.
The next guy he's got to get is Kyle Kirkwood, who's another big mover so far on the day, +5 in the number 27 machine, as we see Newgarden now. He's pulling out on Marcus Ericsson into turn 1. But Ericsson's going to try to roll the high line.
Well, I think Josef Newgarden watched what Connor Daly did and is starting to think to himself, okay, I need to get a little bit more aggressive here as they fan out further back. Here comes Colton Herta on Newgarden.
As Santino Ferrucci takes a look at the championship leader.
Colton Herta had a big wiggle down low. That was close.
Just enough room between him and Newgarden to get away with it. But when Newgarden can stay up on that second lane, Newgarden's driving in that dirty air of the car. Sorry, Herta's driving in the dirty air of that car in front. So that takes a bit of the downforce off his car, makes it tougher.
Callum Ilott having a pop at the 6-time champion, puts the move on Scott Dixon and makes it stick. Youth having a pop at experience here at St. Louis, and it's glorious to see.
We're about to go green here. Is there a single file again for another restart?
And our new leader is Scott McLaughlin, who gained a place through that pit cycle. Behind him is Lundgaard, who is actually now a lap down. So Malukas third on track, but second in the race. Will need to get past that orange and black McLaren quickly. He makes the move to the inside so that he can go hunting back after Scott McLaughlin.
McLaughlin cleanly in the front as we see 2, almost 3 wide there mid-pack. Everyone just trying to get a sense with their new tires, get them up to temperature, full fuel again. Fanning out Josef Newgarden down below the white line on the back straight, trying to get around Lundgaard.
Finally clears Lundgaard, so now Malukas and McLaughlin up ahead for Newgarden. This is Alexander Rossi and Scott Dixon side by side having a moment.
It's a battle for 12th and 13th on track. This is Pato O'Ward trying to get around his teammate, not helping him out there. As Connor Daly now back on the prowl, right on the gearbox of O'Ward, who's being held up by his lap-down teammate.
And as a driver, this is right now where you say, Will, please get him out of the way. Help us out. We're having a great night.
Riding on board with Siegel, that is Jacob Abel alongside him for the minor places as things stand at the moment. O'Ward gained a place through the pit cycle. Daly lost a place through that pit cycle as now Renus VK has a look at the rookie, Louis Foster. And we will go green with Pato O'Ward leading from Connor Daly. Kyle Kirkwood, David Malukas down to 4th, Scott McLaughlin down to 5th, then Herta Ferrucci, Armstrong Palou, and Alexander Rossi will be your top 10, and O'Ward will take them back to green, and immediately looking racy is David Malukas, who goes to have a look on the inside of Kyle Kirkwood down into turn 1, but O'Ward holds the lead. Malukas moves on Kirkwood, Malukas takes P3, and McLaughlin will hope to go through with him as we have contact behind between McLaughlin and Herta.
I think that That's Ferrucci and Herta getting together side by side, but miraculously they both continue. How about Connor Daly? Up 13 positions and going for the lead to the high side.
He's been working that top lane all night long. The 5 of Award goes to defend, but Connor doesn't care. He can roll it up high. Can he do it here in 1 and 2?
Keeps his foot stuck in, goes around the long way. Will have to go around the long way, but Award keeps the lead and Daly goes with him now. Around the outside once again. Award will have to defend on the inside, but Daly will want to go around the high side, keeping his foot in again, and still Award holds him off.
This is the benefit of a long caution. The sweepers, the track sweepers, able to clean up the high side, and Connor Daly knows that, and he's going to try to take advantage.
You got to time it just perfectly. Pato doing a very aggressive job on the defense. Aggressive but fair. Connor trying to keep him pinned down now, entering 3, compromise his entry. And look at Connor working the steering wheel of that number 76.
That wing was so close as Award proactively defends. They're still hitting the oil drive from Newgarden's accident. That's what that puff of smoke is from. Connor not giving up.
Side by side all night long. Another big defense. Pato hasn't been able to enter a single corner from where he's wanted to.
Daly loves this track. Daly loves oval racing, and Daly wants to take the lead from Pato. Award once again goes to take the move around the outside, has the pace advantage this time, and this time takes the lead.
Fantastic stuff. That looks like a battle for the win at the Indy 500, the way they're snaking down the straightaways.
He is a 6-time champion. He is one of the greatest who has ever competed in this championship, and he will lead us back to green. Nolan Siegel sits second on track, but he's not in contention for this race today. His teammate Pato O'Ward sits behind him. Then it's Carl Kirkwood. In the purple car is Connor Daly. As now we go back to green and a little bit of a check-up through the final corner. O'Ward makes the move. Kirkwood goes to the outside. Daly has McLaughlin behind him as well. And Santino Ferrucci getting a little bit squirrely.
And there's contact. That's Rinus VK on the outside. David Malukas down low, but he held on to it. Both of those cars got held up.
4 wide as there's damage to Alex Palou, or maybe he's just on the oil dry. I take that back. Palou's car's okay. Now they're 3 wide. Colt Herta almost crashes.
Huge save from Herta. Contact mid-corner, pitched him sideways. That slowed up more cars off of 4. We're looking at 4 wide into 1.
And up on the inside comes Robert Schwartzman, taking that place from Palou as his teammate Callum Hilott now rides alongside him, but it's Dixon at the front from Carl Kirkwood, and here comes Pato O'Ward.
We talked about the domination of Chevy in the first half of this race, but now it's 2 Hondas at the front. Award the lead Chevy-powered car.
Kirkwood doing a great job getting around the 5. He's now hot on the heels of Scott Dixon. As you mentioned earlier, Dixon hasn't had the best pace so far, but he does have more fuel on hand than anyone else. But if everyone has to stop still, it's full push all around, and Kirkwood now sitting in a good spot.